Okay, so today we're going to be talking about symbolism. Can you say symbolism? Symbolism. Can you say it?
Symbolism.
Say it again. Symbolism.
Symbolism.
Look at that word. Do you see anything in there that you might already know? Well, what do you see in a complete sentence?
Symbol.
You see the word symbol, right? Yeah, I see somebody saying me too. Me too. Yeah, I see the word symbol. What does symbol mean? You say?
A symbol is something to represent or who you are.
Yeah. It represents who you are. Do symbols represent anything else? Liam? Yeah, nations. Hannah? They represent objects. What else do symbols represent? Companies. When I see this, that's not even very good, and I already know what that is, right? It's a Nike symbol. So when there are symbols, they represent something, right? Okay. Isai, something you want to share?
Another one is the flags. They are symbols.
Yeah. Today I want to teach you how to find symbols in reading. They are all over our books, and a lot of us aren't seeing them. But we're not just talking about any old symbols. We're talking about symbolism. So I like how you use the word symbol to start to make a prediction, and today I'm going to teach you more about symbolism. In order to do that, there are some things on your desk. There is a bag. Please do not touch the bag. There are some things that are really fragile, so don't touch it yet. When I say go, all I want you to do is walk to your seats and look at the piece of paper at your table. And with your group, try to figure out what symbol is on that paper. Talk to your groups, paraphrase, and try to figure it out. Okay? I'm going to give you 1 minute to try to figure it out. Are you going to touch the brown bag yet?
No.
You will get a chance to touch the brown bag, but not yet. Okay? When I say go, walk to your seats. Work together to figure out that symbol. You may go. It's from the other side.
There's a side of freedom.
What stands for freedom? What in this stands for freedom?
Like, they were talking about if that fence is low down, there would be like freedom, and I have like they can cross the fence and stuff. They can cross to the other side.
So what's the symbol? What is it? What stands for friendship? What thing stands for friendship?
Or like the
All right, looking for eyes on me. You guys are so smart. You figured it out. Looking for eyes. You already figured it out. Taliana, I actually heard the most amazing answer from you. So can you track Taliana so that she can share? The fence. The fence. What is the symbol?
The fence.
And what does the fence stand for? It's not just a fence. It doesn't just separate the house. Kristen? What was it?
Congregation.
Oh, I think you're super close. I think you had it.
Segregation.
Segregation. You had that Asian. The word is segregation. What's the word?
Segregation.
This fence is symbolism in the other side. And you all knew it already. The fence stands for segregation. And in the end of the book, they say, someday I'm going to tear that old fence down. Are they talking about breaking the fence?
No.
Yes. They're talking about breaking segregation. That is symbolism. When something in a book stands for something else. Okay, inside the bag, don't open it yet, are two symbols. It is your group's job to try to predict what they stand for. You have to be careful. They are very fragile. Talk to your groups. You can pass them around. Try to figure out what the symbols are. You may go.
Oh my god. It's fragile. Get ready for it.
Oh, it's a king egg! Miguel, we got king egg. Hey, Miguel, we found king egg.
What does it stand for? King egg?
I just said king egg.
What does it mean?
I mean, like, they shall be son.
Don't drop it. King royalty.
They shall be.
It's a white egg.
Why would
The white egg is
So I think that you realize what this stands for. Okay, but what else could a crown stand for?
The future, like, well, that's a crown with an egg. It's gonna snap to like.
That's what I said. I said king egg.
What could the symbol stand for? You're close. You're getting there. Can you tell us more about
It's an egg. Crack it.
why would an egg stand for something real?
It's a regular egg. It's very delicate. I don't want to put it like
What does the egg stand for? What does the crown stand for?
the future.
Gentle like civilization. Gentle like civilization.
Oh yeah, it should be like you want
Yeah, the crown means something.
I said royalty.
King egg.
I think it's
All right. Looking for eyes on me in 3. Noelle's ready. 2. And 1. I see Marquise is tracking. You guys are close. I'm not going to tell you though, because I think you guys can figure it out without me. What I need you to do is very carefully put the egg back inside the deck. And then you can meet me back on the carpet stadium style in 1 minute. Go ahead. See the business ready to go? Your table has the most amazing ideas. It was really good. You were really good at it.
I just
Quite the writer.
got an idea from that.
For eyes on me once we're ready. I'm not going to tell you what the mystery egg means. I think you guys are really close. I see Rose. Okay. So we had symbolism on our desk. What did we have on our desk?
Symbolism.
We had an egg and a crown. And I asked you guys to try to figure out what it could mean. So let's start with the egg. We often have objects that just stand for things. That's the normal. So an egg usually stands for chicken, right? Maybe it also stands for breakfast. But that's a thing. Eggs normally stand for chickens. That's the thing. But I asked you guys to figure out what else the egg could stand for. And you guys had some great ideas. What were some of the things you thought the egg might stand for? Anthony?
To say about the crown.
Oh, do you have anything about the egg though? I heard you say something great.
We stand for. I said many things.
Say one of them.
I said that it might stand for nature.
Nature. That's a brilliant one. Could an egg stand for nature? Yeah. And that's it's not a thing anymore. It's an idea. It's something that we can't touch. An egg stands for nature. What else could the egg stand for? Aaliyah.
I tabled that since it was so gentle, like two people really.
Yeah. So because it's so, we have to treat it so gently, it reminds us to treat things well. Yeah. What else could the egg stand for? Hannah? Check Hannah.
I think it might stand for light.
Light? Anything else? I heard some people saying, I think Sheldon, you said it, the egg stands for delicate, like, gotta be really careful. No? I can't remember who said it, but it was brilliant. So the egg, we have a lot of ideas what it could stand for. Okay, now let's go to the crown. The crown normally stands for king, which is why a lot of you instantly said, king egg, king egg. Yeah, that was smart. But then I asked you a little bit more. What else could the crown stand for? What else could the crown stand for? Isai, track Isai.
Well, I think that the crown stands for, well, can you go back to me?
Definitely. What could the crown stand for? Do you have one? Trying to think of it. Have you heard me yet, Marquise?
I think it stands for segregation.
Say it again.
I think it stands for segregation.
Why do you think that?
Because there was a crown in the egg and the egg was like fragile. I forgot what it was, but people were able to tell if it will raise people to do what they wanted to do.
So you're onto something so amazing. A crown means power to do what you want to do, right? Does a crown normally symbolize power for you guys? Yeah, when I see a crown, I think that person's powerful. So you got it. The crown stands for power to change something. We're not talking about a king egg here. We are instead talking about symbolism. That egg stands for something else. And I'm going to show you what it is. Oh, we've got a couple more things. Wisdom? Say it again louder.
Leader.
Could the crown stand for a leader? That's brilliant. Yeah. What else could the crown stand for?
When they said they wanted to tear the fence down.
Someone would need a crown in order to tear that old fence down. Noelle?
Change the world.
Could a crown stand for changing the world?
Yeah.
You guys are so smart. You got it. Okay, I'm going to take a step. Forget the egg and the crown for a second. Symbolism, you guys got it, is when something in a book stands for something else. So I made this list. The fence in the other side, the thing it represents is just like separation of the house. But the idea that the fence represents is segregation. I thought about the tree and the giving tree. You guys remember that?
Oh, yeah.
The tree, the thing it stands for is apple. But the tree, the idea that it stands for is love and generosity, giving. Do you see how sometimes an object can represent an idea? Think back to other books. Are there any things in books that might stand for something bigger that you are thinking of? I was thinking about Harry Potter and the scar. Oh, is that yours? What are some, can you think of anything else in your books that stand for something secret? Marquise? The fireflies! What do the fireflies stand for in the book Fireflies?
Bending down and dying.
Yeah. Yeah. The fireflies stand for sort of putting nature in a jar, but then letting things free, and then it's better. Symbolism is when an object in a book stands for something else. And as readers, we have to be sort of detectives to try to figure out what the symbols might mean. Yeah. Martin Luther King is definitely a symbol. For what? Civil rights, yeah. So people can be symbols too. Today we're going to read a book called What Do You Do With an Idea? And there is symbolism in it. And it is your job to find what this symbolism means. You've gotten close. Your job is to figure out the symbolism. When I say find the symbolism, what do I mean symbolism? What does this word mean? Turn to your neighbors and share with them what symbolism means. Go ahead. Find the idea behind the object. The idea behind an object. Looking for eyes back on me in 3, 2, and 1. Rose, Nancy's ready, Rose is ready, Isai's ready. What is symbolism? Nancy, can you share what symbolism is?
I think symbolism is like
The definition of the word. Wisdom?
The idea.
The idea? What idea? The idea in the book?
No. I think that's what
The idea. The idea that supports the book and that is shown by an object. An object stands for something. The egg stands for something in the book. It's your job to figure it out. Isai?
I think I know why you put the egg and the crown in the paper bag, because that since that we're gonna read some of the parts in this book, and in the cover I see an egg with a crown, so maybe the symbol for the egg with a crown was in the paper bag and the symbol for that book.
Yeah, you're right. You're on to what I did. You're so smart. Good job. Okay, we're going to read this book. If you start to think of what the symbol means, you can give me a thumbs up. But don't shout it out. Don't ruin it for other people who are still trying to figure it out. Okay? What does the egg in the crown mean? One day, this book is called What Do You Do with an Idea?